CR 56, John Schultz Jr., violation of community control, final hearing. November 15th, positive test for marijuana. Do you understand that charge?
Yeah, but I would like that thrown out.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this one step at a time.
Okay.
December 12th, positive test for cocaine. You understand that charge?
Yes, I do understand that one.
Go ahead.
So, Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Schultz regarding the probation violations. As he has expressed regarding the marijuana charge, he does believe that it was legal at the time that he used it.
What does that have to do with the terms of probation that were no drugs or alcohol?
That's
Sir,
his concern.
Yeah.
I looked it up and it's not legal. It's not illegal. So according to my probation that I signed, it said no illegal drugs, no alcohol.
Okay.
Marijuana is not legal.
I told you no drugs or alcohol.
Okay, so marijuana is like coffee or tobacco.
And marijuana is a drug. It's a Schedule
So is
1
nicotine
drug.
and so is coffee.
Okay. Do you want to have a hearing?
I mean, not really, but I don't think that this should be acceptable.
Do you want to have a hearing?
No.
Okay. Ms. Regazione, how does he want to dispose of the final hearing?
So my understanding is he would waive the hearing, admit the violations, and then he does wish to be heard as to sentence.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your plea to those allegations?
Guilty.
And I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty.
All right.
What do you want to tell me before I sentence you?
I'd like to tell you that I really don't think I need to go to residential treatment.
Why not?
Because I want to live with my mother, and I want to live and I want to drive to Erie and get away from Cleveland.
Okay.
And I want to get some good treatment, like outpatient.
When did you get out of the VA?
I got out in November. They kicked me out.
Okay.
And they shouldn't have, because I wasn't rated yet. And then I got rated a week later and they cut me a $40,000 check. It was so stupid. I asked for more treatment and they kicked me out.
Okay.
You could ask my probation officer. She heard it all.
Okay. So what did you do to pursue more treatment then?
Well, I got out and I was going to treatment.
Where?
But at the VA.
Okay.
I moved in with a drug addict and I didn't even know that. I told the lady I was coming from treatment, and she didn't tell me, like, okay, but there's drug addicts living there. I told her, like, I needed a clean place to do my art.
Told who?
The lady that I rented from.
Okay.
I found a place. I thought it was sweet. And then I had a guy 3 weeks into it turn out to be a drug addict.
Okay. And then what did you do?
I ended up getting high with him.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because I'm a drug addict.
Okay. So
and you can't hang a steak in front of a pit bull, you know?
So this is never going to be solved?
No, it's never going to be solved.
Okay. So you're just going to be in and out of jail?
No, I don't believe that.
Okay. So why
I'm going to get on the medical program.
If you're a drug addict, why are you using marijuana?
Why use the marijuana? Because it helps the PTSD. It helps me sleep.
Okay. So then why are you using the cocaine?
The cocaine, it made me feel great.
Okay. All right. So we're not going to solve this problem.
I don't think there is a problem to solve.
Then why are you getting high?
Because I have PTSD. I got raped.
And
if you look it up, it's part of the freaking process. PTSD, MST comes with drug addiction.
Okay,
in the psychological book.
Okay. So this is never going to be solved.
No, I'm going to be a drug addict for the rest of my life.
I just had a guy in here an hour ago.
Yeah.
Who is in his third time around here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And a number of years ago, I had his sister in here.
Yeah.
Okay. And his sister was in here on some pretty severe drug charges. And they had come back a couple of times.
Okay.
And the history of her was she had been brutally raped on 2 different occasions.
Uh-huh.
And the charges, despite the fact that there were confessions in both cases, that the authorities in Ashtabula County never pursued the charges. So she was a psychological mess.
Yeah.
Had a number of diagnoses, including PTSD.
Uh-huh.
Then she, of course, turned to drugs to try to solve her problem. It didn't work.
No.
She ended up in here.
Yeah.
She ended up on probation.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up failing a couple times on probation. And eventually she succeeded
Okay.
and finished her probation, and
I think it was
hadn't been back since.
gotcha.
So she pursued a solution,
Okay. So
and the solution worked.
I
So
think
don't tell me it can't be done. It can't be done because you just told me it can't be done. That's
Okay.
why it can't be done with you. Go ahead.
How about you let me live with my mother, smoke a little medical marijuana, and go to treatment?
No.
Why? Why not?
Because
Medical marijuana is the solution to the problem I have.
okay.
And I would give you every dollar I had in the bank to prove it. And you would never see me again in this court. If you let me go out here, live with my
I'm
mom.
seeing you now. If
I'm 40 years old.
If marijuana were the cure to your ill, why did you use cocaine after you used the marijuana?
Because the guy walked in my room with the damn pipe.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay, if I sentence Mr. Schultz right now, it's going to be 36 months in prison.
Okay.
Okay. So would you like me to sentence him right now, or would you like me to come back?
I think we should come back, don't you?
I mean, he wants to argue about it.
I'm not. You're the one arguing.
I would ask that we.
No, just sentence me. You know why? Because we'll be done with this shit. No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm done. And I don't think I need NeoCamp at all.
For a brief recess, actually.
Okay.
I'm asking for you to send me to my mother's and let me smoke medical marijuana because that's my solution. It's always going to be my solution.
Okay.
Whether we do this 10 years from now, it's still going to be the same argument.
Okay. Haley, what do you want to tell me?
Well, I want to start by saying thank you. Last time I was here, I asked you to send me to prison and that I was not probationable. You told me no and said that that was the easy way out. And if I did that, I would be back here again. Well, I'm back here again, but under different circumstances. That would have been the easy way out. NeoCap was rough. I went to Oak House after that. I did sober living after that. And since then, I have gone on to, I worked at Laurelwood. And then I actually went for a time to work at Lake Geauga Recovery Centers, which is part of my sobriety. You telling me no that day saved my life. It did. It got me away from my abuser and my toxic relationship. And that person to this day is still living their life the same way. Look where I am.
That would be Wheeler?
Yes. I'm here asking you to seal my record because I want to help people. I don't want to live like that. I grew up in an alcoholic family and I ended up the same way. I don't know why I'm so nervous right now, but I want to help people. And I've gotten a lot of pushback because of my record. And I know that's the consequences of my own choices. But I'm here today hoping to go forward and not have as much pushback anymore and be able to make a change in this world.
So at what point did you turn the corner or figure you had to turn the corner, and what made you turn the corner?
I couldn't look at myself in the mirror anymore. I hated the person I had become. I felt like I was a disgusting human being. I made my mother worry about me every night to the point where she didn't even want to talk to me anymore because it was more painful to talk to me than it was to not talk to me. I couldn't make eye contact with people. And going to NeoCap, I was very bitter at first, but after a little while of time, and I started to learn things, and now those same things that I learned there, all the cognitive behavioral therapy, I wish I would have kept my note cards. I didn't, but I talk about them all the time. But I really feel like that was the changing point for me, was at NeoCap, and just that ultimate low feeling. I've never felt so low in my life. Like, it was awful. I didn't want to be here anymore. I just hated the person I was, and I think I was trying to kill myself every time I got high.
Did you not want to go to NeoCap because people in the jail said
that it was terrible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, that's a shock. So, I mean, I hear that constantly.
I think it was a changing point for me. I'm glad I went. I'm glad you told me no.
All right, very good. Okay, obviously you're eligible and you've done quite well, so I'm gonna grant the motion, so your record will be sealed. And we have the fingerprints, right? Okay, so the prosecutor will prepare a judgment entry. It'll go to the appropriate agencies. You'll get a copy of it and the record will be sealed.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All the best.
What began as a routine probation violation quickly turned into a tense courtroom standoff between a judge and a defendant who refused to accept the conditions of his release. Despite multiple failed drug tests for marijuana and cocaine, the defendant continued insisting that drugs were not the problem, but his solution. The judge, visibly frustrated, reminded him that probation is not optional and that the rules are clear: no drugs, no alcohol. But the defendant doubled down, blaming trauma, PTSD, and circumstances for his continued use, even stating he believed he would remain addicted for life. That moment revealed the core conflict of the case: personal justification versus legal responsibility. The court made it clear that while addiction and trauma may explain behavior, they do not excuse breaking the terms of probation. Faced with a potential 3-year prison sentence, the defendant still refused treatment options that didn't align with his demands. In the end, the case serves as a stark reminder: probation is a second chance, but it comes with strict conditions. When those conditions are repeatedly ignored, the consequences become unavoidable. And in this courtroom, the line between personal struggle and legal accountability was drawn without compromise.